Hello, people of YouTube. My name is Steve Gray, and today I am responding to Mary Spender's video, giving up on the record deal Dream. So I'm going to start off with a couple different points in this video. We'll just start off with the one that I think is kind of the most ridiculous, but at the same time, I get it. And that is singers, musicians, whatever you want to call themselves do not need albums anymore. Um, and the idea behind this is because somebody drops an album and nobody really cares. It's all about the singles, trying to get at the top of the chart every single week. Single. It's not about the idea of an album. It's not the experience of sitting and listening to an entire album. It's about hearing that one particular song and getting it as high as you can possibly go, almost to the status of one-hit wonders. And it's kind of is like that point. A lot of these people, you look at somebody like Psy, you got Gangnam Style, that was back a few years ago, and that's one song. He made one really, really good song. He tried to follow it up. It kind of got good reviews. What was it, Mother Father's Gentleman or something like that. But that one song, and he's set for life, like completely set for life. He made this crazy friggin' music video, and that was that. You just get one song. You need that one thing, But the thing is, the amount of work you got to do to get that one thing is kind of ridiculous. Now, the idea behind you don't need a record label or record deal anymore, I completely agree with, because you got Snapchat, you got Facebook, you got Instagram, you got Twitter, especially YouTube. You got Twitch. You can throw stuff on Twitch. You can do live stuff. If you have an entire band and you want to try to get a song out there, you can do a live performance of your show. You can throw donations on there, merchandise, etc. You are kind of your own workhorse in a way. All the stuff that the record label was doing because they were a renowned source and everybody knew who that record label was, you don't really need to do it anymore because you can kind of basically do it yourself. You can get yourself out there on YouTube, like I'm trying to do. But you can show your music to the world on YouTube. You can mix it yourself. You can have a buddy of yours mix it, friend of yours help you out. And then as you rise up the successful ladder, because you're probably going to start off with crap. That's how everybody starts off. You start off with nothing. You got to work your way up to something. So as you're moving up the ladder from, we'll say, point A to B or A to Z, whatever you want to call it, you're going to find people along the way that are willing to help you out and make what you're creating even better. Sure, you got to pay them money because everybody wants money. It's all about money, 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 money. Of course it is. It's always about money. But that's the point, is if you, like, look at Justin Bieber, for instance. He was probably one of the first people that did this. Yes, he does have a record label, but Usher noticed him on YouTube, and look what happened. He blew up. Everybody loves him. Everybody loved him. Me personally, there's a couple songs maybe, but no. I'm not going to get into my personal musical taste right now. So, going on to this, there's like two major videos that she shows within it, but you don't even need to waste some money with a record deal, because if you sign a record deal at this time, you have to give them a certain percentage. Obviously, you got to give a manager a certain percentage, everybody that's working on everything a certain percentage, and half of your earnings are gone. By doing everything yourself, pretty much through social media, through YouTube, through everything else, promoting yourself, you don't need to do that because you are your own manager. You are your own record label in a way, because you're making your own music, you're mixing your own music, making your own videos, editing your own videos, promoting yourself, promoting your merch, sharing it, maybe having your friends sharing it, and then the circle keeps on going around and around and around and around. The next thing you know, you're friggin' huge. You're doing huge concert halls. You can start out in bars, if you're doing music, you live feed through Facebook, throw up the performances on YouTube of you performing your originals or performing covers, whatever you want at bars. But you don't really need a record label anymore. And the only way a record label will want you is if you're already at that successful point. And they're kind of all dying off, because once you reach that successful point, you know what you're doing, and you don't want to deal with that record label. Why would you want to deal with a record label when you're already doing everything yourself and already making possibly hundreds of thousands to millions of dollars? And now you have to give maybe half of that to a record label so they can do the same thing that you've already been doing? No. Why would you want to do that? There's no point to you doing that, because you already did all the work, and they just want to coattail you off of that work. Sure, if they write you a big check and you're one of the lucky ones and you work your way up, one of the very, very lucky few. Remember, this is not going to happen to everyone. Hundreds of thousands of people, if not millions of people, will try this every year, and hundreds of thousands and millions will fail. And maybe out of that million people, maybe you got five that make it big and get to the next step and go where they want to go. But the problem is the record labels aren't taking chances on people anymore. They don't want you at A when you're first starting off, no matter how talented you are. You could be the best singer in the entire world. If you have no reputation and nobody knows who you are, they don't give a crap about you. They want you at B, C, D, somewhere in one of those steps where you already got a following, you already have followers, people like your stuff, people are buying your stuff. They want a proven success because they don't want to take chances on something that is not an immediate proven success. And going back to like the album thing, because I just want to get back to that for just my kind of final thought on this guy. Why? I don't think albums are dead. I really don't think albums are dead. They're saying albums dead. Yes, I agree with singles, but you're constantly seeing more and more and more vinyl. Um, Millennials, that kind of our generation is basically bringing back vinyl because we want that. You don't get that same sound. It's very hipsterish sounding, the way I'm describing it, but it's true. You don't get that same quality. So yes, CDs are dying, but vinyl is making a big comeback. Full albums, they're not completely dead, but it is though. This day and age, everything's about the singles. It's always about you can have maybe 10 great songs, and you can have one single on that in those 10 great songs, and no one's gonna give a shit about the other 9. Like, how many songs does Metallica have? And every time, or AC/DC, Led Zeppelin. You hear Led Zeppelin, they got probably, we'll say they have 200 songs. I'm not exactly sure the exact number. But when you think Led Zeppelin, you think Kashmir, Immigrant Song, Stairway to Heaven. Those are the main 3. You go AC/DC, everybody thinks Thunderstruck, Highway to Hell, Back in Black. You go to like Katy Perry, everybody thinks of Fireworks and Roar. I'm trying to think of other artists. Justin Bieber, Never Say Never. If I Was Your Girlfriend, all that stuff. I'm trying to think of somebody else that's more modern, but I have an older taste in music, unfortunately. Although I do like some of the modern stuff. Anyway, though, as I said, I see the point where singles are kind of taking over, and the whole album idea is kind of pointless because in reality, you're probably going to make more sales of that single song than you are off the album. Because you can buy maybe the entire album for, we'll say, $20 off of iTunes or maybe Spotify, however you buy your music. And you can get that one song for $2 and you don't really care about the other 9. Yeah, they're good, but you want to hear that, that song that gets stuck in your head that keeps repeating over and over and over and over and over again because you just like the beat, you like the feel of it. So I don't think albums are dead, but they're definitely on the decline, I would say. Because you got the vinyl crowd bringing all that stuff back. So they're not completely dead, but I can see your point. I can see Mary's point in this video. So let me know what your guys' thoughts are on this video and her video as well. Feel free to leave a comment down below. If you like this video, please subscribe, turn on the notification bell. Leave a like, leave a dislike if you don't like it. Everything helps. Everything helps. And feel free to check out all my other videos. I got some guitar videos. I got some Harry Potter reviews. I got some product reviews. I got some reviews on Final Space. Got a little bit of everything. So feel free to go over there, take a look, and let me know how you feel. My name's Steve Gray. Have a good one.